Bus G3 cold. So, let me do my best impression. Well, not really my impression because I'm a YouTuber with 1.6 million subscribers. So, gotta get the mojo. Hey guys, how's it going? So today we are fixing a beautiful A1502 Retina. And I am over here late at night in my office because the MacBook calls me. And I'm going to also have my lovely assistant over here, who is not as famous as I am for sure, who is going to help me with my board repair. Hello.
Why, hello. You have a board to fix, right?
Huh?
You were paying attention during the class stuff last week,
Well,
right?
here's the thing. No, I did not pay attention to the class. Do you know why? Because I missed the first day.
You didn't miss the first day.
I did miss the
Erica,
first day. What?
Fix. You have an A1502?
What? You know what? I
Come
would
on.
fix it, but it's a little difficult for me.
Why?
I did not have my burrito today. What?
You don't eat burritos, woman.
What?
Take the machine.
Okay.
It's time for you to fix it. Now,
Okay.
there's
let's
35
get this
people
baby on
watching.
here. Okay. So what do I do? You hear this guy?
Erica,
What?
you met me because you started watching my board repair stuff. Now,
I
I'm
did.
confident that means that you know what you're doing here. And you came to class.
I
and I
did.
gave you the sheet for
I
homework
knew
to read
exactly
through.
what to do.
I gave you the sheet to read through for homework, young
I
lady.
did. And you know what I learned?
And what did you learn?
I learned that if I don't know how to fix a MacBook, I should send it to sendyourmacbook.com. That's what I learned.
On BlackBerry, Mr. Clinton Oreo.
I know. Sorry, there is no kitty camera over here.
Okay, Erica, come
What?
on. You gotta fix this.
Okay.
Come on, girl. See. Plug it in. See how many amps it's taking.
Wait, where do I plug it in? Plug what in? Oh, plug that in. Oh, no.
Okay, let's see if Chad can actually walk you through fixing this.
Okay.
How many amps is it taking?
Okay.
Okay, so the fan is not spinning and you have 250 milliamps taken. What does that mean?
It's not spinning.
Chad is going to have to walk her through. Yeah, because if you can't fix this after the chance that you got, then you're fired.
How can I be fired? So what should I do first? Walk me through it.
So you have a green light. Which power rail does that mean it has to be present? Thank you, Chris Yarzab. You have a green light and an orange light in the charger. So which
Okay.
power rail do you not have to check for?
I don't know. I don't know.
What's the first power rail that comes in any MacBook? What's the first power rail that's supposed to come on?
Okay, I gotta do phone a friend. Okay, so we got the PP bus.
No, incorrect.
What?
Oh, this guy's an idiot.
How about
Don't listen to this window.
What?
These
Chad,
people are
come
morons.
on, you guys gotta help me out.
What's the first power rail that's supposed to come on any
Everyone's telling
MacBook?
me PP bus G3 hot.
They're all idiots. Okay,
What?
what is the first power
Wait,
rail that's supposed to come
these
on?
people, you guys watch him more than I do. Okay, so there has to be someone. There's someone. I know I'm getting trolled somewhere. They're gonna say the Pepe bus.
Erica, stop cheating.
What?
What is the first power rail that's supposed to show up on a MacBook pre-USB-C before they did USB-C? What's the first power rail?
PP bus G3 cold.
Erica,
What?
what is the first power rail?
PP3V42.
Very good. So you know that that's present, right?
Yeah.
You know that's present. Why?
Because it's on the schematic. No, because there's
Bro.
power going through it.
Because there's power going through what?
It.
Erica? Erica.
What? Okay.
Because what?
It's charging. It looks like it's charging, or it has an orange light.
It has an orange light in the charger.
Yeah.
Correct. It can't be charging. Why can't it be charging?
It can't be charging?
It cannot be charging. You have a light in the charger. That's how
Yeah.
you know PP342 is present.
Yeah.
But it cannot be charging. Why is it that it cannot be charging?
Oh, the ribbon cable. Okay, let me do the overhead. So if you guys look over here, see over here, You got the ribbon cable, and that's disconnected right now. Actually, both of them are disconnected. See that? So that's how you know it's not charging. This is actually a filthy looking MacBook. Kind of reminds me of mine's. Go on.
How do you begin the troubleshooting process? You have no power.
Yeah. I gotta measure the voltages.
Which voltages?
Some. Okay.
Erica,
What?
What do you do?
I gotta look at the power rails, and I gotta.
Very good.
Yeah.
Power rails. High five, Erica. Okay.
Feels
How do
like
you
a
find
low
the power
five
rails?
right now, huh?
How do you find the power rails?
You gotta pull it up.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I missed my first day.
Erica, schematic.
What? Okay. So how do I do this?
You know how to use a trackball?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Barely.
Go over to the schematic page.
I'm better off with a trackpad, but go on.
Go over to the schematic page.
Okay.
Click it.
Okay.
Okay. Now click the schematic and board view on the stream deck so that the audience can see. Okay. Now, can you find the page that has the list of power rails for me?
Paul Daniels, can you help me out?
He can't help you out.
Damn it.
He's the one that created this terrible software. Now you're gonna have to page down over and over again. That's down. I mean page down.
Okay. Okay.
No. It's going to be a page called Power Aliases. It's around page 60 or 62 or something like that.
Jeez, please.
65.
Guys, look at the top. You can see.
Close. 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 There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Now, this is the list of power rails. Now, you can zoom in by using the scroll wheel. See that? And now if you hold down Control and you go up and down, it'll move you to different pages.
Okay.
Or you could zoom in and out using your scroll wheel. Now, over here, you have a list of all your different rails. Now, what are the order that the rails need to show up in? Do you know what these little things in the end of each rail mean?
Which things?
So see how it says PPDCN G3 hot, PP3V42 G3 hot, PP5VS5, PP5VS4. So here's what each one of these means. PP is power. The number is the amount that you expect to be there in voltage. 3V3, that's 3.3 volts.
Okay.
5 volts. 3V42, 3.42 volts. And on the right is when you expect them to be there. So you have G3 hot. So the G3 hot rails are the rails that are always there. That's the bottom of the pyramid.
Okay.
Then you have S5, then S4, then S3, then SO. So the G3 hot rails are the ones that are always going to be on, like the charger or the battery.
Okay.
S5 are the rails that are on when the computer's off. S4 are the rails that are on when it's hibernating. That would be something like, let's say, the keyboard or the trackpad, because you can wake your computer from hibernate using the keyboard or the trackpad.
Okay.
S3 is going to be sleep. That's going to be the rails that are on when it's sleeping. So when you put your computer to sleep, the RAM is on because it saves all your stuff to RAM. And SO, those are the rails that are on when the computer is finally on.
Okay.
So that's like the screen, the solid state drive, and all that other stuff. So you need your G3 hot rails first, then your S5s, then your S4s, then your S3s, then your SOs.
Okay.
And if anything, let's say you have an S4 rail present,
Okay.
that means all your S5s are going to be there. If an S5 rail is present, you know all your G3 hots are there. If an SO, in order to get to the next level in the pyramid, all the others have to be present.
Okay.
Thank you, Chris Yarzab. So, which rails are you going to check? Now, you know that you have PP3V42 already, G3 hot. That G3 hot rail you have because you have this over here.
Yeah.
What's the next one you're going to check?
The S5?
No.
Or do I pick
You have
the
multiple G3 hots.
Okay, so...
How many G3 hot rails do you have? If you were to just take a look around the schematic a little bit. You can scroll around it. Use the mouse.
4.
Which are the ones you see?
This one over here, the ISOL, and then
No,
this
read
one?
the whole thing.
No? What, PPDCIN?
PPDCN. Yep. What else?
And then PPDCN underneath, G3 hot, and then PP3V42, G3 hot, and then PPVRTC, G3 hot.
And what else? There's another one that you missed.
I missed another one?
There's another There's another G3 hot
Are you
there.
talking about the ISOL?
No, you read that one already.
PPVRTC?
You read that one
Oh,
already.
dang
What
it.
else? You're missing one. It's right there on screen.
I already said PPVRTC, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Read. Pay attention. Breathe in. Breathe out.
There's 4 of them.
There is.
G3 hot.
I love how you can't even cheat using chat because they are so horrible.
They don't know either.
I'm going to throw chat under a bus.
We got, okay, look, we got what? PPDCIN, you see that C level? G3 hot ISOL, PPDCIN G3 hot, PP3V42 G3 hot, PPV RTC G3 hot. Is there something else that I'm missing over
There
here?
is, and it's right in front of you. All the G3 hot rails. What else is there?
The PPV5V S5?
No, that's a S5
Yeah, but
rail.
I mean, like the G3 hots, I think I just went over them all, right?
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm. There's another one.
Where am I missing it, you guys?
Don't ask them. They're idiots. No offense, chat, but
Paul Daniels is in here.
I've been reading your answers, chat.
we need Paul Daniels magic to come over here.
Paul Daniels isn't going to save you now. Paul, you better not give her an answer. If you give her an answer, I'm going to get you.
Paul Daniels, can you put this on, Flex BV, like a little
Erica,
question on the side?
Erica?
What, like a little
look on the screen.
Okay. look
Okay,
at the
what do you
top.
see?
Look at the top. PP Bush G3 hot.
Yes. Okay, all
Okay.
those rails. So
Okay.
now you need the G3 hot rails to be present before the rest. So
Okay.
what are you going to check? What are you going to measure? Also, how do you measure voltage, young lady? Do you know how to measure voltage using this?
Yeah, I'll put one on one side and the other on the other side.
What side is what? What do you mean by side?
I don't know. I missed the first day of class.
What's ground?
I probably will say that.
Okay, so
too.
one of these goes to ground, which is your
Huh?
reference. And ground can be this little piece of copper over here near the screw hole.
Okay.
See this, young lady?
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to go on the voltage rail that you want to measure. Okay?
Okay.
Now don't short shit, so you can't have this touch other stuff. Like don't do this and have this leaning so that this touches that, because that's bad. 'Cause then you
Okay.
short things. This,
Okay.
and this. So if you want to measure something like, let's say over here, look, I get a reading on the meter. What does the meter say, Erica?
17.8 volts.
Just measuring
15.9,
random stuff. Okay.
12.6.
So we're measuring random stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So now what you can do, here's how Paul Daniels' software works. It's an amazing piece of software.
I thought he was going to say amazing piece.
It's an amazing piece of something. So if you right-click anything in the schematic over here, if you right-click it, it shows you where that is on the board, where you can measure that voltage line.
Wow.
So let's say you right-click PP Bus G3 Hot. It will actually
Okay.
show you over here that that's PP Bus G3 Hot, that
Okay.
component is it.
Okay.
Now let's see if you can measure it, young lady. Old lady.
Okay.
Lovely lady. Come on. See what you got.
Oh, crap.
What do you have?
Mm,
Gonna add a little.
let's see.
Mm.
Okay, this is a... Okay. So, I'm looking at it. I see that's over there. I'm assuming this J3700 thing is over here. So, I'm assuming that... See, because I'm looking at it at, like, the main thing. So, I'm assuming one... Like, this J8300 is this little ribbon. That's what it looks like. And the J3700 looks like this thing over here. And there's this little square. But it's a little deceptive. Because I
Erica?
think there's a lot of things missing in
Okay, watch.
between.
You zoom.
What?
Watch. We're gonna do. See when I zoom. What do you see?
More circles.
Okay. You
Joy
see a
to the
square.
world.
Point to the square on the motherboard.
On the
Point-
motherboard?
Yes. Point to this square on the board. Point to U20. So U2800. You point to U2800. This thing over here on the motherboard.
This thing?
What when you say this thing? Make it
This
clear.
little...
Yes. Correct.
That? Yeah.
What do you think J3700 is?
This thing right over
Very
here.
correct. J is it. What do you think this is? You see you see a rectangle, and then you see a triangle.
That's a triangle?
It's
It
a
looks
diode,
like two
but it's a triangle.
rectangles. Okay. Oh, lordy, lordy. If you look at over here, you see there's like a whole bunch of stuff over here. I don't even see the triangle.
Did Erica get detention for missing the first day of class?
No, what
She's
I'm
gonna
no,
walk-
what
she's
I'm
gonna walk it
saying
home
is
tonight.
that when you look at it, you see like this main big thing, and so I'm assuming it's like this little thing over there.
Erica, wait, stop saying thing. What is that?
This thing. Can I touch it?
But Erica,
What?
if you touch that has power going through it, you cannot touch it. You cannot have this touch this. So if you touch this, you can only touch this. You cannot do this where this is touching this and then the component. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Okay.
Because then the 18 volts going from there will go to ground and you'll blow something up.
Okay. So I can only touch one thing.
Yes.
Okay. So I think it's this one.
Okay. Very good.
Okay.
Now, how would you measure voltage? The black probe goes on ground. Where's ground?
Ground was over here.
Ground is a screw hole or any one of those metal things on the board.
Okay.
All right. Touch ground.
Okay.
Erica.
Yeah, that was ground, right?
Yeah, but you don't have it so close to the capacitor so that if your hand slips that you touch that cap.
Okay, here.
Okay, yeah. And that red probe on your left hand is going to go on the bottom of that resistor, R7005.
Oh, Lordy, this is small. Okay.
What do you get?
Oh, crap.
Erica, did you just do it? I think you just did.
No, I didn't. 12.6 volts?
Erica, don't lean it so much.
No, I'm trying to move my head.
No, look, okay. You have to have it like this. Don't do this. If you do this, you're going to short the 12
Okay,
volts
okay,
into that little piece of
okay.
metal over there. No good. Okay, move your head without moving your hand.
I gotta like move my head backwards because the screen. You guys can't
Oh,
see it, but there's a.
Now you're not touching the ground
What? Eh?
because you're not getting a measurement anymore. Okay, Erica. Grab, touch. There you go. 12.6.
Yeah.
Okay, is it present?
Well, yeah. There's
Exactly.
voltage.
Very
Yeah,
good.
there's something there.
Yep. Now I move on to the next one. So PP brush G3 hot is present.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the next one?
Let's see.
You have to measure all the G3 hot rails.
Okay, so PPG3 hot. The PPD sen.
Nope. You already have that. But how would you know that you already have that? How do you know that you already have DCN? Don't tell her.
Because you have the one before it.
You have the one after it. So DCN is this. If you didn't have this, then the board wouldn't be getting anything.
Okay.
You wouldn't have any power rails at all if you were missing DCN. So the fact that
Okay.
any power rail on this computer exists at all, you have to have the DCN is this. The DCN is the charge port.
Okay.
And you can verify that by just right-clicking over here on the schematic,
Mm-hmm.
and then you do this, PPDCN G3 hot ISO. Let's find out where that comes from. That comes from here.
Oh lordy.
Comes from there. That comes from this fuse, and that comes
Okay.
from the charge port.
Okay.
So that is the charger itself. So you have that as long as you have any other rail on the machine. Think of it like if I plug a light into one of these electrical outlets under the desk.
Mm-hmm.
I no longer have to check the fuse box up front to make sure that works because I know that has to work in order for the outlets in this room to work. Does that make sense?
Say that again.
If I plug, let's say I have a night light, and I
Okay.
plug the night light into the outlet over here.
Uh huh.
The light turns on. Do I have to check the fuse box in the front or no?
No,
Why not?
because it turns on.
Because for me to have an outlet working in this room,
Yeah.
the fuse box in the
Has to
front
be
or
in
the
the
breaker
front.
box would have to work, right?
Yeah, and that'll be off.
Same thing here. So if you have any power rail on this board at all when you have the battery unplugged,
Uh huh.
that means DCN is working. So
Okay.
what comes next? Let's go back to our list.
PP3V42 G3 hot
You already have that one. How do you know you have that one?
because it has power through it.
Erica, that's not an answer.
Because the one
That's
previous
like, how
to
do you
it
know the
has-
sky is blue? Because it's blue.
because it had it because
Because what? There's a way you can tell.
voltages, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I can measure it.
you could
whatever
measure it,
it
but
is.
how's a way you could tell without even measuring it?
The one previous to it.
No.
No.
It has to do with a light.
Yeah, it's charging.
Very good.
That's a
That
little
power rail powers the system management
Uh-huh.
controller. So let's go over what this does. So that power rail
Mm-hmm.
is powering the chip that talks to the charger.
Okay.
So this over here is the charger. See J7000? So see on the computer over here, you have this is the charger.
Yeah.
Look at it. See
Yeah.
this? You see how it's going to here?
Yeah.
So this is the charger. Now that this is the charge port. And the charge port uses something called the one-wire circuit. Here we go. We have the charger.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what this circuit does, this little chip over here, it allows the charger on adapter sense to talk to the system management controller, this little sys one wire thingy. And in order for this to get power and work, it needs PP3V42. So PP3V42 powers this chip. This
Okay.
chip powers this chip, and this chip allows the charger to talk to the computer. So as long as you have a light on the charger at all, that means that PP3V42 is present, so you don't have to check it, as long as you got a light on the charger. Now, this can change if you're using a knockoff charger. Sometimes knockoff chargers turn on the light anyway.
Okay, that makes sense.
Let's go back to the power rails page. So what's the next power rail that you're going to check over here?
The PPV RTC G3 hot?
High five. Give me a hey.
Or just going down the pyramid?
High five. Mm.
Oh, geez.
All right. Next. So now, where do you find that rail? How do you? This is the hardest part of this whole thing, is using this buggy software. So how do you figure out where PPV RTC G3 hot is on the board?
Find it there.
How do you do that?
Oh, goodness. Is there like a Control F on here?
There is, but there's a quicker way that you could do it with Flex Board View. Paul Daniels' premium board view software, available at pldaniels.com.
Okay.
How did I make it show up before? How did I make ppbush_G3 hot show up everywhere in the board?
Oh, goodness. I know you like zoomed in.
No.
You pressed something.
There was one thing I had to do. Look, Paul Daniels is so sad right now.
I know. I need a Control F.
There is Control F, but there's a better way.
Okay.
What can you do? Watch this. Remember when I did this? You right click and it just shows you?
Oh,
Look at that.
okay.
It's beautiful, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now here's the problem.
What?
It's on the other side of the board, you see? So you have 3 places you can measure.
Okay.
You have underneath the CPU.
Oh, Lordy.
That's not happening. You're not going underneath the CPU to
Okay.
measure this. Or you can measure it at one of these points over here, but that's
Okay.
on the other side of the board. So now you got to take the board out. Do you know how to take the board out?
No, I've never taken a board out before.
Well, you're about to take the board out, Eric.
Okay, so yeah, I see we cut the power out.
Okay.
Okay. So what do I do with these little screws? Do I just keep all the screws on here?
Put the screws in the magnet.
Okay. So, say. So I'm assuming it's this one.
That's one. Good.
This one.
Good.
This one.
Good.
I want to say, I know this is the fan screw.
You take that out too. Yes. Good.
But then it looks like I also have to take this out too.
Good.
The ribbon.
Very good.
And there should be something here. Is it underneath that flap?
I think so. There may be. I don't remember. I'm management now.
Yeah. Is this all the same? Does this all use the same screw?
Yep.
Okay.
You excited?
We'll see. At least this is magnetic. I feel like I'm spoiled because it's magnetic. It's a magnetic screw.
We all believe in you,
I remember
Erica.
when Paul did this. Paul had an electric one.
Paul Daniels?
No, Paul S. Let's see here. And trying to figure out what's blocking this baby.
Oh, you can keep that one on.
I keep this one
Yeah,
on?
so this attaches the fan to the board, right?
Mm-hmm.
You keep this over there.
Okay.
Because we're going to take the board out with the fan attached to it.
Okay.
But we need to detach the fan from the case. So you're going to take this screw out and this screw out. So we want to detach the fan from the case, but not the fan from the board.
Okay.
Kind of scary, one wrong move and bang, game over. Nah, I'm confident. I have full trust in Erica.
Why is it game over?
There's no game over. Exaggerating. They're exaggerating, Erica.
They're exaggerating?
Exaggerating.
Okay.
By the way, as you take the screws out, I'm going to give you a little thinking exercise.
What?
As you're taking the
I think
screws
there's
out.
one more. Is there something right here?
Well, the only way you're going to tell is by unplugging that cable so you can see under it, right?
Is there like some kind of like
no.
thing that I have to push down?
No. You're going
What?
to pull up.
Pull up?
Take it. Shh. And you're going to do this. See that?
Oh, jeez.
Now you do it.
Just pull it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
And
my
don't do it
gosh.
from far away. Do it from closer.
Jeez.
No.
What?
You're pulling. I said up. Don't watch. Look.
What?
Don't pull this way because then you're gonna rip the wires out
Yeah.
of there. It comes up. Very
Okay.
good. Up.
Okay, there we go.
Good. You're already better than 90% of the repair shops that
feel-
outsource board repair to us
Oh, you.
because no, I'm serious, because they're all fucking idiots and they break this. So you see how this cable is put together?
Mm-hmm.
They pull it like
Sideways.
they pull it this way and then they rip it
Oh.
out. This comes up, not
Oh,
out. So you didn't
okay.
rip it. So you're already ahead of the game.
Okay.
This over here is next.
What the hell? What, I lift that up too?
This is difficult. So there's that little thing is a piece of tape on the cable. That cable is going to slide out. It's going to slide this way, but that is a little piece of tape to keep it from sliding out. So you're going to want to move the tape up first so that you can see the cable and the locking connector.
Lordy.
Mm-hmm. So pull the tape back. It's okay. Don't give a shit about the tape. Come on,
Okay.
pull it towards this front wall.
Jeez.
I know you need nails.
What the hell? So you want me to pull it back? I'm afraid I'm gonna rip the ribbon.
So you see this?
Yeah.
See that? How it's taped
Okay.
on?
Yeah.
Okay, so now there's a little latch over here. You lift the
Holy
latch,
crap.
and then and then the cable is going to come out. Okay? See that?
Okay.
Let's see what you
okay.
got. Good job.
I lifted the latch. How come this cable is like...
You are ahead of 90% of the U-Break iFix franchises in this country right now.
Oh! Shit, the tape came off. Is that
That's
okay?
fine. You didn't rip the cable. You're still ahead of 85% of the U-Break iFix franchises in this
How do
country.
How do I push this thing out?
Well, you use the tape. But,
Yeah, the tape came out though.
okay. Now you got your little tweezer, right?
Okay.
Grab under it and do this. Also, you don't always have to grab like this, since... See that?
Oh, okay.
But now you need to do it so that you could feel the confidence and success of having done it yourself.
Holy crap. This
So I'm
thing
gonna
is
put this
small,
back.
you guys.
You're small.
No, I mean like this
No,
thing.
you're going to feel the confidence of doing this yourself. So I'm going to do is I am going to put the little piece of adhesive tape back there.
Okay.
I am going to lock that. And now you're going to take it and you're going to take it off yourself, okay?
Okay.
Erica, why are you
What?
pulling the latches? No, I locked the latch again, remember? You got to lift the
Okay.
latch up. You can use your fingernail or the tweezer. Good job. All right, let's see what you do. Come on. Now, sometimes you can use the force of you can use the cable itself and push back against it. That's going to be easier than actually trying to grab something that's that thin with really tiny tweezers. So you see what I did is I hit against the back wall of the cable and I used that to push it.
Get out of there. There
Good
you
job,
go.
girl.
Oh,
Okay, next. There's no screw under there.
Yeah.
Oh
there's no
man,
sc-
you're breathing it out. You're like,
I didn't want to break the cable, you guys. This thing is, you know what this is like? You know those like little twist ties? You know the little thin twist ties that you have for the produce bags? It's like having that underneath here. I mean, like, look how big my finger is compared to this thing. Okay?
It's not.
This thing is small.
It's not the MacBook's fault. You got fat fingers.
Why do I have a hair here? This isn't my hair.
It's gross.
Too short.
Gross.
Okay.
This customers. Ugh. People
Okay.
Okay. Next up.
Okay.
Do you see any more screws? Any more cables? Any more things?
See,
What do you see?
a screw. This was the screw that I was using now. Over
Okay.
here?
Yep. Unscrew. Next.
Okay. And then there's one over here, too.
Very good. Now, while you're taking the screws out, I'm going to ask you to walk and chew gum at the same time here. The board was taking 200 milliamps when it was plugged in,
Okay.
while it was off. What does that tell you? If it's drawing power. If it's drawing power but not turning on.
Sounds like there's a short somewhere.
Now,
There's
what does a
something
short
going
circuit
on.
mean?
basically something isn't working. There's like a little piece that it's either you got to replace it or you need to do, you got to like reroute it if you can't replace it.
When you plug
That's
this in
always my
and it's
idea.
dead, usually the board takes 24 milliamps. Now it's taking 200 milliamps.
Yeah.
Now,
So it's getting too much, right?
well, it's not getting too much. It's taking too much.
Yeah. So there's something that's not regulating it.
Because that power supply can't force power into this computer. The computer takes what is available, but it's not gonna. The power supply or your charger is not pushing power into the computer. The computer has to be resistive load and take it. So, let's say you put a fork into an electrical outlet. What happens? Have you ever tried this as a kid?
No,
I
but
guess not,
I
since you
heard
made
a
it this
spark
long.
happens. A spark happens.
Yeah, that's because you're shorting this pin to that pin. So the electricity is going through is going to want to go to the other side as fast as it can.
Okay.
Because electricity likes to be at 0. It likes to be at a nice 0. It doesn't want to be minus 18 volts or plus 18 volts or any of that. So if you give it a path to ground, which is 0, it's going to try to seek it as fast as it can. And that's going to take power, but it's also going to get what? Not just take power. What is going to happen?
It's not going to take power, but it's going to.
If somebody sticks a fork into an electrical outlet, what are the visual things that you would expect to see from that?
A spark.
And what does the spark indicate?
It's coursing through it.
It's coursing through it. What do you expect when you have a lot of electricity coursing through something?
Something burning.
Burning. Good.
Yeah.
Heat.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we're going to be looking for here is what is the fork in the electrical outlet on this board? Because something is causing that power supply to draw 200 milliamps instead of 20. That's 10 times the amount of power that this should draw when there's no battery plugged in and it's dead. So something is going to get warm. And we should keep an eye out for something that looks burned as we're taking it out. So go back to what you were doing, and let's take the board out of the machine.
Okay. So, let's see, I got my screws here, there. I'm trying to think of everything holding it in place.
If you stick a fork in an electrical outlet, you'd be the YouTuber Electro. I met him in person. He's a good dude.
Okay. Which one? What
Okay.
other one am I missing?
Take 'em. Come on. You got to take out your screws, Eric. So is there a screw in there? No, you took it
Yeah, I
out.
took
You
that
took it
out,
out. You
yeah.
took it out. What's this?
Oh, here too.
What's that?
I forgot the ribbon.
Okay.
Okay. And then, do I just lift it? Oh, hello there.
Okay, what other screws are there? Now you're also going to want to unscrew your charge port as well, because we use the charge port while we're troubleshooting.
This thing?
Yes, yeah, unscrew it from the case.
Okay.
Very good.
And
What comes next?
I think that's it. All right. You
Mm.
said don't do this
Oh,
one.
you got to take that one off. Yeah.
Oh.
I did not say that. No, that's a different screwdriver though. Stop. That uses a Phillips. And I don't think I have a Phillips here. I think somebody has stolen it.
Strip it. No, I'm just kidding.
I think Erica stole it on
I
us.
didn't
Oh, never mind.
steal
Here we go. Yeah, you did steal it, you little
Did not steal.
thief.
How did I steal it?
Thief.
No.
Yep.
What am I thinking?
Thief. Thief.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now, you're going to unplug all those cables. You have keyboard cable,
Okay.
I/O board cable, speaker cable, I/O board cable.
So this one. Whoa. How the hell do you take
Comes up. Up. Now, Erica, you have a watch. Where do you have more space for your finger? Here or here?
here?
Very good. And which way is the cable coming in? It comes out like this, right?
Yeah.
So if you lift it from the left side, it's easier. It comes out naturally. Hold down,
Jeez.
and you're going to flick it out. Up and at them. Have you seen the episode of The Simpsons? Up and at
geez
them.
Louise.
Up and at them.
Okay, here we go.
Very good. Next. Now, does this get pulled? Here, refresher. Does this get pulled this way, or does this get pulled up? Forward
That one
or
gets
up?
pulled that back way. But I gotta lift this thing up.
Erica?
What?
Does this cable get pulled up and out or forward?
The other one got pulled. I had to like lift
about
up
it.
the latch and then.
No, that was
pull
this. That
backwards.
was a flex cable that has the little latch on it.
Okay.
How does this come out? This one.
This one is. It has to be up then.
Up.
Okay.
Up and atom.
Yeah. So.
I remember that episode of The Simpsons.
Holy shit.
I forget the episode it was about. I just remember them arguing
Hold
up
on.
and atom.
Where's that little
Now, also,
latch?
Eric, there's no latch on that, Erica.
Oh, there isn't?
Nope.
Can I just.
Now, the
use
thing
this?
is, they actually see this. What do you see
What?
over here on the bottom of this cable?
Sticky.
Very good. So,
Yeah.
what does that tell you?
There's an adhesive of
Yeah,
some
so
sort?
you're going to have to pull a little bit harder than you thought because it has adhesive keeping it to the board. So, when you pull and it doesn't naturally come up, you're not going to break the connector. That's because there's adhesive on the actual cable. So, push up and atom, Erica. Up and atom.
Oh my god.
I forget which episode of The Simpsons that is, but okay, you're almost there. Now go. Now,
Yeah.
tip. If you're able to get your nail right
Mhm.
in under here before you pull it up, makes it a lot easier. See?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
There you
I
go.
did.
Okay, next. What do you got?
This.
How does-
This.
How does this one come out, Erica? Do you see how it has little squeezy thingies in the top and the bottom? You squeeze and then you pull to the right. That's not a pull-up connector. By the way, how would you tell? How would you tell that this connector is not a connector that you pull up, but this one to the left is?
The squeezy things.
Not just that.
What?
Do you see how there's an encasement in the top here? Here there's no encasement. Here there's an encasement. So if
Okay,
you pull
so
up,
that
you
can't
rip it
go
right
up.
off the board.
Yeah. So it has to slide back, which is to the right. Holy crap. Can I use the...
No, no, no.
No, don't use
Nope.
the tweezers. Holy. You know, my hands are pretty small, too.
Hello, Quentin. How are you?
If you have fat fingers, how do you do this? Seriously.
I'm not the one with the fat fingers, Erica.
Huh?
Look, she's like, she's calling me a fat finger.
There you go. I just got
You
it.
call me
Yeah.
a fat finger. All right, what do you got? Okay, so let's see. Is everything unplugged here? Okay, just about. Now, here's the hardest one. Would the board be ready to be taken out yet, or is there still more to unplug? And if so, what? What would you have to unplug? Oh, that's already unplugged. Come on.
Is there something
No, no, no,
over
no.
here?
No.
This thing? The fan?
Not the fan. It stays plugged in. Does the
Okay.
webcam stay plugged in?
I don't even know where the webcam is.
This is webcam.
Oh, okay. If the webcam can go in one piece, then it could stay plugged in.
Where does the
but
webcam go to?
Cam goes over here.
And then it goes into the screen, right? So
Yeah.
So that's got to come unplugged.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Now, Erica.
What?
So there's two different. Do you see how there are
I'm gonna
these
go
little?
backwards.
Do you see how there's a little tab thingy over
Yeah,
here?
I'm trying to squeeze
Now
it.
there's two ways to unplug this cable. The first is the U-break iFix, or the iFix and repair, or the mall store method, which is to pull from the cable itself. And when you pull from the cable itself, you will rip this cable out, and this plug will be stuck inside the connector.
Okay.
Never go full U-break iFix.
So you
And
squeeze it,
What
right?
you want to do is use your fingernails on the side, because you see how there's this little triangle thing over here?
Yeah.
See if I can get that on camera. All right. So you see this?
Yeah, you squeeze those two together?
Yeah, so this, you're going to use your fingernail to slowly buttress it out of there. And you see how I can start to see the pins?
Yeah. Oh.
So you can see the pins on the connector a little, on the plug a little bit as you pull. See that? How I can see them?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to put it back in for you.
Okay, hold up a second.
There you go.
I want to show you guys how small this is, okay? Here's a big pen, the tip of it. You see how small this thing is compared to the big pen? That's why you see me struggling. There.
Good job. Okay. Now remove the cable. It's gonna have some adhesive holding it to the fan. Come on.
Okay. Yeah.
Come on.
You want me to
Nope.
rip it off the fan?
Yep. Not rip. Just remove it from the fan. Because the fan is going to be coming out with the board.
Okay.
Remember, the way that we know that the machine works when you're done is that the fan spins. If the fan is not plugged in, we'll never know if we fixed it.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay, there we go.
Very good job. Okay. What's next? Is there anything plugged into it still?
Jeez. This ribbon.
Very
cable.
good. How do you get rid of that?
Same
Is there
thing.
a latch on it?
Yeah, there is a latch.
Okay, so what do we do?
I wiggle it out again.
Someone called you Air Rekka.
I know.
As in
I
you're
don't
a
want to
wrecker
wreck.
of-
I don't want to
wrecker of
wreck this
MacBook
again.
Airs.
I don't want to wreck this
Okay,
again.
so come on. No, why are you pulling? You still have a latch, Erica.
Wait. Oh yeah. You have to.
You see the latch?
Don't you have to like push one up or push one down? What?
Watch this. See the latch?
Wait.
See that?
Wait. What?
See this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, geez, Louise, there's
Now
another
I'm
one.
going to put it back because you got to remove that yourself using your finger now.
Okay.
There you go. Now you can pull it out. Now, again, do you want to put the
What?
do you want to put the pressure on the wires that are crimped into this connector and soldered in, or do you want to put it on this latch? If you had a choice of where to put the pressure while pulling.
Oh. Oh yeah. Pull the latch.
And are you pulling up or are you pulling
Backwards.
out? Backwards. Very good. Good job.
There
Okay,
we
now
go.
what else is plugged in? This is a
Um,
critical and crucial moment in not being a mall repair shop that outsources
This
shit to
thing
us.
over
No?
here.
You
No?
unscrewed what that's connected to. So that's actually you didn't.
Yeah.
Like you only took one screw out. Now there's one piece here that's critical to not being a mall repair shop. I want to see if you catch it. What do you see?
It's
Is the board ready to be taken out yet?
if
And
I
if so-
pull this out, don't I have to? Oh wait, this part latches out too. This one just pops out.
What?
Because that's why I want to remove this ribbon.
Yeah, no, this is the charge port. See?
Oh,
This
okay.
comes right
okay.
out.
Okay. Okay.
Is the board ready to come out yet?
There's something that's probably holding it back.
Yeah, there is. It's a little booby trap here too. The way they hooked it up is so freaking sneaky.
Is it around here?
I got to see if you find it. I'm not the biggest fan of green
Okay.
beans, but I eat them because I need to get in better shape. Erica? Erica,
What?
come on.
I know. I'm thinking about it.
Don't look at chat.
I'm not looking at chat.
She wouldn't know what that is anyway, even if you told her. So, come on.
I'm gonna say, put a guess and say it's either over here
No,
or either over here.
no, because you're not
No?
taking that section out. So when the board comes out,
Yeah.
okay, slow, super slow, because I don't want you to break, I fix it. Okay, so this holds this in, right?
Yeah.
So you got this.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you see? Look at the board as I wobble. Look at the board.
Yeah. What about it?
What's plugged into it?
There, over here.
What? No, these are ports. Those are connected to the board. That's part of it.
Okay.
What is connected to the board?
Not this.
No. Cold, 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 warm, warm, hot, hot, boiling hot. Hot as a short
This
circuit
thing
on
over
PP5
here?
ES4.
This small little thing over here.
Very good. Okay, now how do you take that out? Which way does it come off?
I want to say up.
Very good.
Do I just pop it out?
Mm-hmm. Very good.
There you go.
Okay. Now, take the board out. Don't be scared. Worst case scenario, Dan has to fix everything in it if you break it, but he's fine with that.
There we go.
Oh, don't pick it up by the fan.
Oh.
Do not pick it up. So the fan is held in by one screw.
Okay.
And the screw grommet, see, this is soldered to the board. So if you do that, you could break that grommet off of the board.
Uh-huh.
You want to lift the board like this.
Oh.
You
okay.
don't want to lift it like
Okay.
this
Okay.
or like this, because that's very disrespectful to those individual screw grommets.
Well, no,
that
the
are
reason
taken
why I
away.
pulled it out backwards is because I wanted to slide it out. I didn't want to yank it
Yeah,
upwards.
you could do this, or you could, but you could do this, but
Yeah.
you can't actually have the weight
Yeah.
being balanced
So
on the
it's
screw
better to
grommet.
do it this way. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. So now, in order to measure that other rail, we have to turn it around. Now, what I like to do here is I like to take all the screws, put it in the computer, and take the computer off the table because we're no longer using the rest of the machine.
Okay.
So we take this and we put it in my professional setup on the side. I'm definitely not putting it on top of a chair. And let's take a look at the other side of the board, shall we?
This way with the other.
Also,
side?
one thing that would be a good thing to do
What?
while we're working on the device,
Okay.
first touch this to get rid of your static. Now, I would unscrew the SSD, the solid state drive. This has the customer data, and there's no reason that while we're working on the board or in... That's the wrong screwdriver.
Okay.
while we're working on the board for us to be doing anything to the customer's data. So let's say that we screw up the board, we solder something, you short something while you're measuring a power rail. There's no chance of you ruining the customer's data because the customer's data is not in the computer.
There you go.
We take this. Okay.
Flip it to the other side.
Yep. On the other side of the board, we're going to see.
You don't want to do the Australian way? I'm just kidding.
What? No, nothing Australia. No Australia. Erica, that is so triggering. Stop that.
Okay, go on.
Immediately.
Okay.
Put that board the right way. Do not put the board on the desk the Australian way. Never.
This way?
Never
Go
go
this
full
way? No?
Australia.
Want me to go this way?
Erica?
What?
No.
This way.
Yes, and now turn it around. Turn upside down.
Turn it the other side.
Yes, okay.
Oh, this
Now,
side.
where
Oh.
do we measure ppvrtc_G3 hot?
Oh, lordy, this is like looking at the night sky.
Oh, I can already see it. Beautiful.
What? You can see it?
Yeah, let's see if you can see it. Remember what I said about something being hot because of a short circuit?
Yeah.
So something on this looks like it's just a different color than the rest of the board.
Well, there's a piece of crap over here.
What? I can't see it.
This little thing right there. See that?
No, that
Can we
doesn't
zoom
matter.
in?
You can in the microscope.
It's
Do
like
you
a
know?
booger.
Have you used a microscope before?
Huh?
Have you used a microscope before?
No.
Okay, we're going to show you how to use a microscope. This is a microscope.
Uh-huh.
You can show them
jeez.
anything. Okay.
Okay. Jeez.
Now, do you know how to adjust your focus?
I remember
So
you
this
said
is
you
your
open
focus
it.
over here. Take this.
How do I?
Watch,
this?
first you put this straight on the desk like this.
Okay.
Now you adjust your focus using this.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you see?
I see what looks like. Can I just use this?
Yes. But you can only use that when you don't have power plugged in. So right now you don't have power plugged in, so it's okay.
Okay.
But if you did, you couldn't use a piece of metal on the board like that.
See that little booger thing? That's not anything.
That's not what's
Wait,
causing our
I
problem.
can't even see it.
You have to get it on the screen.
Like there. You see it? Wait, I think my thing's too low.
Well, then you have to move it.
Oh,
You have the power to move it.
there we go.
Okay.
There's a booger-like thing. You see that over here? That thing over there? See that?
This is not a Paul Daniels board, Felix.
But when I look through the microscope,
I would not run dog cap. Okay. So what are you looking for?
I'm looking for anything that looks burnt, anything that looks like it's a little screwed up. Okay, so I do see, I don't know if I'm imagining things, but there's this little black square over here.
Point to it.
You can tell me if I'm wrong.
Point to it. Okay, they can't see.
Oh,
What they see is smaller than what you see. So you always have to make sure that that they're looking at what you're looking
I
at.
thought when I look through the microscope, they can see exactly what I see, no?
They see a shrunk version. It's cropped.
Oh,
In order for it
okay.
to be a 16:9 aspect ratio image on here, it's cropped. So because you're seeing it, what you're seeing is a circle like this,
Okay.
but everything outside the circle, it gets cropped for the camera.
Oh, okay.
So you make sure that you use your peripheral vision to look in this OBS screen to make sure that what they see in the microscope, what they see on YouTube is the same as what you're pointing to. So what do you see, Erica?
So when I might, but you see this little thing over there? That
They
looks
can't
a
see
little.
that. You're pointing to
Oh,
something.
crap.
Here. It's good that you caught that, Erica. Come on. There you go. This?
Yeah, there's that booger-looking
Okay,
thing.
just flick it off.
What? What's
Flick
that?
it off with your tweezer.
Oh, ow,
Erica,
poked me.
you troll.
What? Okay, let's see here.
Did I just
So-
poke you here?
Yeah, this thing. Oh, what the hell is this? Ew, gross.
It's
Gross.
It's
What the hell is that?
God.
Where do I put this?
what people put in their MacBooks.
Fucking tiny.
Okay, Erica.
Disgusting.
Now, that's not the cause of your problem.
Okay.
Now remember the power rail that you were going to measure. Be systematic.
Okay.
What was the power rail that we were going to measure together? Hint, it's on the screen.
G3. PB.
Erica, that's
what?
that's a state for the two of you. Thank you,
What?
Elias. Okay, where is the power rail? Which power rail?
The PPV
Read it.
RTC G3 hot.
Very good. Now, how do you
Okay.
measure a power rail? How do you
Your
measure
little
if it's there?
pokey things. Your little two.
What are they
probe,
called?
Probe points.
Multimeter probes. No, the probe points are on the board.
Okay.
These are multimeter probes. that you're
Multimeter
holding.
probe.
Now, what do you need in order to measure voltage.
One is a ground and the other one is the thingy-majiggy.
Well, Erica,
one
don't,
screw hole?
Don't use the word thingamajiggy.
Okay.
We have to be specific with what we're talking about here, okay?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Use your
Okay.
words.
So one goes to ground, which is the copper part, and then the
Very
other
good.
one goes to whatever I want to measure.
Very good.
And then that way I can figure out, like...
Very good. Okay, so where is this point on the board?
Okay.
There's two things you need to do. You need to figure out what that point is on the board, and you need to plug the board in.
Plug the board in. Oh, frick, I forgot that. Let me plug my board in then. Actually, you know what? Before I even put power in, let me try to make sure I'm putting the right thing before I blow something up accidentally. So when I look at this... What the hell? How do I zoom out on this baby? Come on. How do I
You
make this
click-
go sideways?
So, what do you mean sideways?
Where's my zoom out button?
You don't have a zoom out button. You have a mouse, and you have a scroll wheel. So you
Okay.
click on, anytime you want to use a specific program, you click in the middle of that program. Click. Good. Now,
Oh, there we go.
Erica,
Okay.
you just lost your...
What? Where'd it go?
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh. I know.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, look, see the scroll wheel? I know. Paul Daniels' software is not intuitive.
No, I
That's a
like a
big part of
scroll
the
wheel.
problem.
No.
If it was, you wouldn't have to ask if it was intuitive.
Well, let me see you try to make a flex board view. It would be terrible. Okay.
She doesn't want to admit the root cause of her problems come from Australia.
No, this is helpful. Imagine if I waited for America, we would get nothing. It'd be like the Rosetta Stone or something like that.
No patriotism.
Okay. So let's see over here. So I'm trying to figure out where this U4000 is.
Why you're doing that zoomed in is beyond me.
Huh?
You're not going to tell when it's zoomed in.
Okay, so we'll zoom out.
Pretend that you're reading a map.
Yeah,
And
I
then
am
you're trying to
reading the
figure
map.
out where you are.
Okay. I wish there was I wish this thing was color coded, you guys. If this was color coded, like
Eric.
find the U4000, that's
you
the
serious?
purple.
Apple doesn't
That
even-
would have been perfect for me.
they
I
don't-
would have understood it
Also,
easily.
when you look at the camera, if you don't change which camera it is, they can't see you.
Oh crap. Okay. So
You
which
have-
one? Which one is this main
The
camera?
one that says camera on the bottom left.
Camera. Where is that? Okay. So let me change it. Okay. So this thing, right? I wish it was color coded, because if it was color coded, I would not have to guess where is U4000. You see U4000 over here? See this little thing over here? Where's U4000? Let's look back at my overhead camera. Oh lordy.
It's a little city. Think of this like a map. This is going to help us so that when we go on vacation and you look at maps, you know where to go.
Yeah, but at least I'm just guessing where. I'm just trying to figure out where the
Oh,
squares
there's
are.
no guessing. Okay,
Trying to
watch.
figure out where the squares are.
Okay, so what do you
Go.
have here? You have an arrangement of
Let's go back to the overhead,
rectangle,
okay?
square, tiny square, rectangle. Do you
Okay.
see that pattern on this board?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. So I got this one. Oh, let's see over here.
Look, you have a rectangle, a square, a rectangle, and a square. And it zigzags. See how it zigzags? It goes dot, dot, dot,
Okay.
dot,
Let me go
dot.
one over here.
Now what do you have over here?
How do I zoom? So I got this one,
Mm-hmm.
that thing, and I got this thing.
Mhm.
Then I got the two little ones over here. So I'm assuming one is this. This is one. This is near the Y1905, and the other one is U1900 over here.
Very good.
And then in between on the top, if I look through the microscope,
XPYR says update your
Where
software.
are
You're
you,
running an
this
old
little
version.
thing?
Never! I'm never updating the software.
this is
I update the software and it'll stop working. It'll start asking me for money or something. You
Oh.
never update your software, folks.
let's
Never.
see over here.
Never. Use Windows Millennium Edition with Flexboard View until the day that I die.
Hold on. Change that thing. Okay. I
Erica?
need my camera to go over here. Oh my god, I gotta move this baby. Trying to find my pro point, so you guys can't see it. Try to go to overhead really quick. So you can see I'm trying to move this thing.
The microscope will always block the overhead camera.
Oh, wait, where did my baby go? Okay. We're getting close, you guys.
Okay, by the way,
Here
before
we
you get
go.
to there, Erica,
Here we
before you
go.
get to there, Erica.
'Kay.
Erica, stop it.
What?
What did you see? I said before you get to there, what did you see? Did you see something?
Let me look through the microscope.
You ever see what they started saying in the New York City subway after 9/11? If you see something, say something. What'd you see?
I see. Okay, hold on. Hey, wait. Yeah, I see corrosion over there.
Where?
Doing that right here.
Very good. What would
There's
you do about that
corrosion over
corrosion?
You could either you could scrape it off or put in an ultrasonic cleaner.
Or, what do we do here? Before we put it in ultrasonic?
Scrape this baby off. You can scrape it off, right?
We usually
Clean it
flux
up.
in a little hot air
Okay.
to put the solder back into place. But we'll focus on that later.
Okay.
We need to measure our rail.
Okay.
What we could do also is just a little bit of alcohol. I don't want to keep putting power through it with that green stuff there.
I don't even have power through it right now.
So what do? You're going to take your Q-tip with your little alcohol.
Okay.
And you're not going to rub. You're going to...
Do you want me to swirl it?
Swirl it.
Swirl it so that way the fibers don't.
sounds so wrong.
Yeah.
Paul only releases an
Catches.
update to piss Lewis off. Yes. True, the coder. True. Okay, now get rid of that little green thing in the middle, Eric. You attack this. Get that out of there. Get that out of there. Now,
I don't think this thing wants to get out.
can I trust you with an X-Acto knife? Erica?
What? So what do I do with the X-Acto knife? Shave it off?
You're going to scrape that.
Why can't I scrape it with my tweezers?
Because the tweezers cost $45. And this X-Acto blade costs about 10 cents.
Oh man. Okay, did you guys hear that? Oh jeez.
Why can't I scrape with my
I was
tweezers?
like, I would. I have it right next to me. It's
I
like
should
saying,
give
why
you
why
such
do
a
I need to use a screwdriver when I can use a butter knife?
I should give you such a smack.
Okay, so I've never scraped using an X-Acto knife. I just use a tip, I imagine. Oh shit. I want to like clean my blade. Is there any way you can wipe the blade off? Okay. And then do I just use alcohol to
Mm-hmm. And your Q-tip.
Okay. Do you use the other side?
Mm-hmm.
And then I just
You get two sides of a Q-tip.
okay.
Now that's going to require some fixing with the soldering station later. We're going to try to make that point whole again. By the way, can you figure out which point that is that's corroded using the schematic in the board view over here? Which point is it?
Let's see, we got
So you have a bank of little capacitors. You have five
I see.
capacitors,
1, 2,
one
3, 4,
resistor,
5,
and then
yeah.
over here. See over
So-
here on the schematic and board view.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see that.
Bam.
Yeah, that one.
What is that connecting?
That is
So that's connecting this to this.
okay.
That's the pathway. That's the path that this takes to get to
Okay.
here.
Okay. So, yeah, that connects 1 and 3
So
together.
here's, watch. So this connects. This, see this over here?
Yeah.
The top over here?
Yeah.
That's going to make its way through here to there.
To that little thing.
Yeah, so what we could do over here.
Oops.
Okay. Are you ready for a hot air station? I mean, are you ready for the soldering station?
As ready as I will ever be.
Did you do any soldering on the soldering day?
I wasn't here for soldering day. I mean, I didn't have a station. I've never soldered in my life, you guys.
Okay, take a tiny bit of flux, and you're going to put it on that point.
Do you normally do this with one hand or two hands?
It doesn't matter. More flux.
Is this thing stuck?
More
Oh.
flux! More!
More?
Yes.
Is that good?
Yes. There we go. Excellent.
I mean, I want Amtech to say, like, hey, why aren't you using more flux?
They actually sent us that email already.
I know.
Fucking Paul. Paul teaching people how to use less flux.
Yeah.
Now, You're going to put a small amount of solder on the end of this tip.
Okay.
You know where the solder is?
No.
This is solder. Right over here.
Okay. Oh, crap. Where's my phone? Okay.
And then you're going to smash this into that little point over there.
Wait.
Okay?
Say that again?
You're going to put a little bit of solder on the end of this tip.
Okay.
And it's going to be like filing nails. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Okay.
And you're going to touch that point. Do not touch this metal part with your hand, or you're going to look like that picture I posted in Discord yesterday. Okay.
And I just...
Yeah, go in the microscope, Erica.
Okay.
Touch that
Oh,
and nothing.
jeez,
Erica.
What?
Touch that and nothing else.
Oh, God.
You touch... Erica, look at me.
What?
You touch that. You don't touch the caps under it. Do not touch anything other than that. Anything other than that. Anything other than that. Nothing else other than that one probe point. Erica? No, bad.
What?
Okay, you're not approaching it. Okay, watch.
What?
Let's try to demonstrate, okay?
Okay.
Look at me.
Okay.
Let's say that I have a bank of 5 caps over here. Let's say I have a cap over here, right?
Okay.
And I need to get to this. Actually, I'm going to have to get to the camera, right?
Okay.
Okay, so let's say this is a capacitor.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the capacitor. I need to get to this thing over here.
Okay.
Should I approach from here or should I approach from here? If I can't touch this, I'm not allowed to touch this over here.
Okay.
And I need to get to this thing over here.
Okay.
Should I approach with the iron like this? Or should I approach with the iron like this if I cannot touch this? Should I approach from the top or should I approach from the bottom?
I would approach from the bottom and make sure you just clap clearance. What? Have it pointed downwards, not at an angle, so like that. Oh, like that way. Okay, okay. Downwards, okay. Jeez. This is... Okay, this is very small, you guys. Let me reiterate this, okay? This is very small. I've never done this before. I don't even know where I'm hitting it anymore. It's just like a big pile of liquid.
What you want to do, Erica, is you want to find the point at which you can enter there without hitting anything around it. Okay. And your best entry, look,
it's down,
pay attention to the screen.
Okay.
Your best entry point is going to be here.
Okay.
Like this, because there's nothing, that you have the greatest clearance here.
Okay.
Now over here, when you're putting your iron over, you have to be really disciplined to touch this without touching that. And that'll come with time, but until that time comes, you should make it as easy for yourself as you can. So come around there.
Jeez, okay.
And don't be a troll.
Not being a troll.
You are a troll. You're a giant troll. And you are not going to troll anymore.
Shit, where did my thing go?
You're being a troll.
No, I'm not being a troll.
You're being a big troll.
I moved it.
Okay, why?
Okay.
Okay. Also, Erica,
what?
You're holding the iron, hold like this. Watch.
What?
There are different ways to hold.
Okay.
You don't want to hold an iron like this.
Okay.
Why is focusing on the wrong shit? It's like stupid camera. You don't hold an iron like this. You hold it like this.
Okay.
A fine instrument, like a little fine instrument, not like a. Know this?
Okay.
Know this?
Okay. No, I've seriously never done this in my life, you guys. So you can imagine when you're working with
Erica,
something...
what is that?
Huh?
What you're holding it like a chopstick.
No, I'm holding it like a pencil.
No.
Wait, go back.
What is this?
It's like a pencil.
What is this? Give yourself some ability for accuracy. Because if you're doing this, you're not gonna. This.
Okay. Okay. So I'll go in from over here.
She's holding it like a troll, says Sean Lois. You have no idea.
Shit.
For Lewis and the troll in the chair, says Atlas. I think you're doing amazingly well, Erica. I'd have elbowed him in the balls ages ago. That's mutually assured destruction.
Whew.
She's holding a hot poking stick. Okay, Erica?
What do I do? What?
So what you're doing, let me show you. I'm going to show you on your arm. Place
What?
your arm out.
Okay.
You're doing this.
Yeah.
I need you to do this.
Oh, so you need me to rub it?
No, you're doing this. Even if you rub it with the tip,
Okay.
that doesn't do much. You need to do this.
Okay.
Because the iron, this is a knife tip. So you have a nice long edge, and that's going to make
Okay.
more contact. So if you do this, it's not going to do much.
You know the reason
need to
why
do
you know the
this.
reason why I'm doing it that way, because I'm afraid that if I have too much contact, I'm gonna slice through the other bits. That's why.
Go for it, Eric. I
Does
believe
that
in
make
you.
sense? Like, I'd rather do it more precision like versus like poke 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 versus sideways. Is that good?
Nope. Also, again, watch.
What?
Instead of like, you need to do, it has to be at an angle. So I want you to actually scrape away the corrosion and make full contact. You can't do this. No hovering.
No, I'm actually moving it. Yeah.
No,
No?
you're not scraping it. Watch. Let me show you on your arm. So let's say this is the point.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the point. What you're doing is this.
Yeah.
You're not touching it. You got to do this. You're doing this. So see what you're doing?
Okay.
It's up. There's no contact being made with this. This is your point. You need, like that.
Okay.
Rest your palm and wrist on the bench, Eric. This is the coder.
Okay.
Good advice. Conical tip. Malls, you evil man. Also, it may help if you rotate this.
Oh, jeez Louise. Oh.
It may help if you rotate. Here, watch. I'm going to show you one on screen, and then you do another one, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready? So let's say that I want to do this one right here.
Okay.
See this one?
Yeah.
I'm going to put some solder here.
Okay.
Add some flux. Oh. Yeah, okay. Let's say I want to do this one.
Okay.
Watch. I'm pressing down into it. See
Oh.
that? Now I can't do this because using the tip doesn't do anything. You see how using the tip doesn't do
Yeah.
anything?
I see.
Look at the screen.
Yeah.
So using the tip doesn't do anything. I have to use the body, the whole thing.
Okay.
Now, back over here. If I were to enter, this is actually a horribly unfair one to give to somebody who's new. That requires a micro jumper, so that's not. Yeah, that was unfair to give to you as a newbie. I thought that may have been a case where the probe point was savable. There was just corrosion on top of it, but that needs to have a jumper wire run. So that admittedly is not fair to give to you as a newbie. Q-tip. Alcohol. I also sincerely have my doubts that actually is going anywhere. That may just be for measurement purposes. That may not actually be routing something to the SMC.
Do you want to sit down?
No, I'm good. All right. Back to what we were doing initially before I distracted you with that.
Okay.
Next, we were going to measure PPV-RTC G3 hot, right?
Okay.
Do you remember how to do that? How do we measure this power rail? PPV-RTC G3 hot.
Okay, so I gotta find that little thing over there.
What do you mean by thing? Remember what I say thing, we have to be specific with our words.
I gotta find that C1910.
And what does C stand for?
I don't know. What is it?
Many things C can stand for.
What does C stand for? I don't know.
COVID. No. Capacitor.
Capacitor.
That's a capacitor. So R is resistor and C is capacitor. So now you got to find that thing. So where are you gonna find it? What do you see?
Can I
No.
zoom out?
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
What?
How do you zoom out? Very good.
So this is on this side of the board. Trying to figure out this night sky thing. So
What night
this
sky?
is. Wait. I'm looking. Like this is over here is U6100. This is U5000. This horizontal thing over here. You guys can't see it. Do the overhead camera. Oh crap! You guys can't see it too. I know. Jeez. Let's do the microscope. This thing. This thing over here. That looks like it's U4000. So up here, this little thing. This one, I think is U1900 maybe? Zoom in. Yeah, that looks like it. Cause the one next to it looks like Y1905. See that? The white one? That one looks like Y1905. So this should be U1900. And then you got these two freaking dots over there. He's got his super zoom in. And let's see, can I see the microscope? This thing over here, maybe. Maybe that's C1910. The one where, hold on, let me see. This thing right here.
Very good. So it's the bottom pin.
Yeah, this thing. Go.
Okay. Now plug it in so that you can do your measurement with your multimeter.
In my-
Put the multimeter on screen so everybody else can see.
Where'd this thing go? Where's the charger? Where'd it go? Got 1, 2, what? Go for the third one. Here's my... Where'd it go? 1, 2... Oh, here we go. 3.
There was troll.
Huh? It's right here.
There was troll.
Okay, so, I just plug it in over here?
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah. Unplug.
Shit.
Okay, make it match. Come on, pull.
How come it's so hard?
This is
Jeez.
a magnet.
But this way.
Come on. Hey. No, it's not. There you go. Now
Yeah.
it's contact.
Okay.
Okay. So now it's taking 180 milliamps.
Okay.
Now
So
you
this...
need to measure and see what voltage you get over there.
So I got this one, the black one on the metal,
Mm-hmm.
and the red one on that little thing that I saw earlier.
Very good. Good job.
Okay. So...
What?
What? What? Oh,
See the solder?
yeah.
You do not want that to touch the board while you're working on it,
Oh.
because that conducts electricity.
Oh.
And there's electricity going to the board right now.
Okay. So, okay.
So where does your red probe go?
This one goes over here. The black one goes over here, right?
Very good.
And the red one.
Remember, you cannot touch multiple things with that probe. You want to touch what you want to touch and nothing else, Erica. Nothing else. Only what you want to touch with the probe. Don't go at such a super angle.
What?
You don't want to be at an angle like this. You don't want to be at an angle like this where you're touching multiple things. You want to go like that.
Okay, I see it. I flipped it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I actually flipped it a bit. So we will have this thing.
The bottom pin. Erica.
Shit. This thing right here, right?
You're torturing yourself. Okay. Yeah, come back.
What?
Okay.
It's a really
So let's say
tiny
this is the
frickin' thing.
component, right?
Yeah.
Let's say this is the. Let's say this is the capacitor.
Mm-hmm.
This is weird. My fist is the capacitor.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to touch here or here? If you touch up here, your hand slips. Your hand slips.
Okay, so the
your hand
bottom.
slips, you touch
So you want
here,
to slide on the bottom, yeah, at an
doesn't matter if
angle.
your hand slips.
At an
You
angle.
understand?
Okay.
So you're trying to be at the top of the component rather than the bottom.
Okay. Okay. I got it.
Ah. So you want to touch the top of the component, not the bottom of the component. I mean, the bottom, not the top.
right?
Yeah, they want
Yeah.
to touch the bottom, not the top. What do you get? This is where you need peripheral vision so you can see. Come on, keep it there. Discipline. Don't touch everything, Erica. Only no. Look, you don't want to touch all this stuff over here.
No,
you
the
want
thing is
just a
that
cut.
I'm holding it, and then
No
I gotta
slipping.
I gotta
Yeah.
turn my head too.
You got to turn your eyes, not your head.
No, but I mean I physically have to turn my
No,
head.
you could peripheral vision. You can see that using. Your,
Oh, I thought I'm looking at the screen.
You could move your eyes without moving your head.
No, I was looking at the screen. I was looking at the second monitor. That's why.
Look at this, and you could see this if you wanted by moving your eyes and not your head.
No,
I
I-
read chat from that microscope. Come on.
Hold on.
It also helps if you lean your wrists on the desk, and your left wrist is not fully leaning on the desk to support it.
3.
3. Okay, 3.
3.4.
And what does it say in the schematic it's supposed to be?
3 voltage.
There you go. So your G3 hots are present. So
Okay.
all your G3 hots are present. Now, what do you move on to next? Which set of rails? What was the pyramid?
The PP5V S5.
The S5s.
Yeah.
S5 is the next set of rails,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So where's PP5ES5? PP5ES5 is over here. Measure.
Wait, where is that? Down there. What? What is it?
Ah,
What
that's
is
fine.
it? Trying to figure out where this thing is on the board. Okay, so let's go to my microscope. I'm just making my little journey over here. So should be on the bottom. Should be the thing that looks like freaking Narnia. Yeah, this thing right there.
Okay. Where's PP5ES5? You're going to zoom in with your trackball and your scroll wheel.
Alright. How'd I go left? How'd I move this left?
You click and you drag.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So,
What do you get? Measure.
right there.
Measure. Come on.
Oh, yeah, I know. I mean, like, I'm just trying to figure this thing out at the same time. So, it looks like it's this little, let me go back. There's this little dot between the vertical, the big square. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like a big square, and then there's like a 2 square thing with 2 dots inside. See that? Right there. Looks like there's something in between right there. The big square and the little vertical square and the dot. So I'll try and go to my microscope. And you can see that little dot right there. And I'll just do this over here. Look, oh crap. Um, 5.1.
No, keep it there for 3 seconds. Keep it there.
5.1.
Keep it there. Okay, it's not pulsing. So you have 5. That's good.
Yeah.
What comes next? You have to get your S5s, remember?
Yeah.
What's your next S5?
Hmm?
What's next on your list that has an S5 suffix?
PP3V3S5.
Very good. How do
Okay.
you find it on the board? How does Paul Daniels software work?
That right click thing.
Mm-hmm.
There.
And those are all the places you can check for it.
Okay.
Now, what I like to do is I like to find the one that's
I'll
the
put
most
this
obvious
thing down.
because you have all these. I like to try to find something that's far away from everything else, and that's my shortcut. So, for instance, like where are you going to find this? That's hard. Can you see where this is? This is off away from everything else. It looks like a little Tetris, right? Thing.
Oh, that freaking tiny ass thing.
Go for it.
Holy shit, that's small.
Microscope.
Show you guys this one.
Now move over to it, and let's see what you find.
Wait, where'd it go?
If it was pulsing, CJ, what it would have meant is that one of the upstream rails is shorted. Now, I personally believe one of the upstream rails is shorted, but it just didn't happen to show it there.
See this little.
But if it was pulsing at that
thing
point, I would have
over
immediately
here?
just started checking for shorts
thing
on
that
every
looks
rail
like
rather than
dot.
specifying.
Oh gosh, it's so small.
Okay, remember, you gotta
Right
get a nice
here.
picture for them. You don't want to blur the...
This thing, that little metal horizontal thing next to the blue thing. I got my black on here. And then I got my thing over here.
Erica, what are you touching? You're touching the insulator. Yep, you have to touch the right side. No, the left side is ground, Erica. Very bad.
What?
Nope. The left side is ground. You want to touch the right side of the capacitor. See? On the screen, the right side is PP3V3.
Oh, okay,
The left side is
okay.
ground.
Oh, jeez Louise, okay.
Touch the right side of the capacitor. 3.3.
Is it?
Very good.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so now are there any other S5 rails in this list, or are we done with S5 rails? Do we have any other S5 rails in this list?
There's S4, right?
Yeah,
No?
but we have to check all the S5s first before we move on. Are there any other S5s? Do you see any?
Just up there.
Which one? What do you mean by up
These
there?
ones over here.
Yeah, that's all the sub-rail of this, which we already checked. And is
Yeah?
there. So that's there. So what comes next?
S4.
Okay, what do we have over here for S4?
Oh my gosh. Wait, is that it?
PP5ES4, correct. So now we're going to take this, move this window back over here.
Okay. And then right
Go
click
back
it.
to schematic and board view. Now, where do we find PP5ES4?
Over here. So based on what Lewis said, I want to find the furthest mofo out there. So it's okay. Who is the furthest guy over here?
Chris Yarzab really likes giving 99 cents.
Thank you, Chris. Actually, these guys near here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Measure.
So this means
Also, you're looking in a good area.
I know I want to go the farther. What?
This is metal.
Oh.
This is an
Oh,
exposed
geez Louise.
DC and charge port.
Okay.
Be careful of such things.
Okay. So let's go back to my microscope.
Where is Oreo, the true star of the show?
He's sleeping
Always
right
stuck in
now.
the closet or something, crying. Oreo's a crybaby. Oreo is probably stuck crying like a crybaby. I don't know, Miles. That shit's gone. It's a dead meme. It's a dead meme.
And we got the hole here. So it's one at the 6, it looks like. Right? Yeah, because if you go back to
Someone's making
schematic
fun.
board
Jeez
view,
Louise.
you can see it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then if you go back to my microscope, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Let's go back. Put one over here. And then I'll hold this guy over here. I'm not even going to use the microscope.
You're not making contact. And now you're drawing on the board. Don't scratch the board, Erica.
5.1. Yeah, 5.1, 5.2. And where's my voltages? Yeah, that works because the voltage over here says 5 volts. Over here. Schematic board view. Right? Doesn't it say 5 volts right here? I hit 5.1, 5.2, so S4 is okay.
Let me see something. Move a moment. This is no longer what I thought it was.
What? Really?
Yeah, this is going to be a hard one.
Seriously? Why? What made you think that? Because, I mean, like, I thought I was doing okay because the voltage that I measured was 5 volts.
My bank stopped my activity. Suspicious super chats. They probably should have stopped your activity. Well, the reason is that it's not the issue that I thought it was going to be.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was going to be something simple.
Oh.
I thought I was routing you towards something simple.
Ah, I remember he has a repair shop now. Oh, man. 10:52, it's too late for cookies.
You're not getting a cookie. Get out of here.
I'm gonna get a cookie.
You're not getting a cookie.
This would be a great cookie break. I know we have cookies.
We were supposed to exercise today too, but this board took up way too much time.
I exercised my brain and I exercised my fingers too.
This is gonna suck.
It is?
Yeah, multiple problems.
With the corrosion over there?
What the hell is that?
More stuff. You know what? I know how to fix this. You know what you do? You ship it to Australia, to Paul Daniels.
Hell no.
What? Why not?
Fuck, that was it.
What? What was what? What was what?
Okay.
What happened? I missed it. I laughed and I missed it. What?
Yeah, this is a crap video. I should have let you keep going.
What? What happened? That was it. What?
It was that cap that had to get flicked off.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
No, we should have kept going.
Why?
That's very anticlimactic.
No, it's fine. It is totally fine.
I thought PP5ES4 was shorted. It was actually PP5ESO that was shorted.
Oh, yeah, that's the next one then.
We would have went through all the S3s and then the SOs.
That's okay. Teamwork.
Sorry, I want to do my exercise and go home.
Huh?
So this took longer than I thought.
And we went down the long path of this.
Next one you will get, Erica.
What?
You excited?
No. I'm going to be real. Oh,
anticlimactic. That was totally anticlimactic.
No, it was fine. It was fine. No, that was good. I thought it was good. For sure. Man, this thing is like, if you're wondering how come I'm like touching my ears, it's because this thing is like squeezing against my head. But yeah, I thought it was good, you know. People got to see me try to understand it. I checked the voltages.
Yeah, I just noticed it's close to 11 p.m.
Yeah, we would have been here like 2 a.m. and been like, yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's totally fine, but...
We give you another board next time, Erica?
Oh, jeez. Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah. Maybe if I have an arsenal of cookies. Yeah. Yeah.
I should have measured that without knocking it off. That would have been on the other side of the board.
Right.
And we could have continued.
I don't even know what happened. I just saw you use it, and all of a sudden something popped, and I was like, "What happened?" This is more entertaining than Netflix, really. Maybe you should put this on your main now. Maybe you should put it on your
Nah,
main.
it's so anticlimactic.
No, it's fine.
I ruined the ending.
No, it's fine.
I ruined the ending.
No. How did you ruin the ending? I didn't think you ruined the
Because
ending.
you didn't figure it out. I was going to walk you through figuring that out.
Yeah, but no,
I just
it's
got
fine.
impatient because it's 11 p.m.
Fine. It's totally fine.
Next one. You want to
Uh-huh.
exercise?
Huh?
Well, yeah. Time for exercise and go
Time
home.
for exercise. I don't really want to exercise at 11 p.m.
Yeah.
It's tiring. I'll do a mini workout. How's
You
that?
do a mini workout.
I'll do a mini workout. Yeah.
After all the carefully, you brutally ripped that cap off.
I have to say though, I was kind of surprised because I thought I thought my hands were gonna be I didn't think I would actually be able to hit things. I thought my hand would be like kind of thing. But yeah, I was kind of surprised. And
Better than Copaz repair.
what?
That's not saying much high voltage.
Didn't Copaz? Did Copaz? Oh, Copaz did a board repair. Yeah.
That I wouldn't call that a repair.
He did something, but he knocked a bunch of things off.
He tried to solder a QFN and he managed to not touch the pads or the pins of the QFN.
I think I remember Paul Daniels did something too.
Paul Daniels
And he was like, "Oh Jesus!"
He was
or something
reflowing
like that.
SMC and he went, "Oh, sweet mercy."
He says
And he
it so
knocked everything out.
classily. He says it so
What do you mean classily?
He
Look at you and your
he's
crush
so
on the
classy.
Australians.
He's so classy.
Sweet mercy.
I know.
He
He's
knocked
so
off a bank of
classy.
resistors and capacitors.
He's not like us Americans when we're just cursing and like, oh.
When I went back to find that,
bar.
I thought that he was saying, "Oh fuck," and then I went back and it's like, "Oh, sweet mercy."
I know.
That was so funny. I missed that.
He's probably the classiest repair tech out there. I think so, at least. I did learn any
I'm
things.
sorry
And,
for being a poor teacher, Erica.
thank you guys for being so patient with me. You know, seeing me that like kind of thing, like, oh, he comes off as so classy. Maybe it's the voice. Who knows? You know, it's the
Next
the
up,
tone.
we teach you how to drive.
Tone, huh?
On the way home.
What? No, I'm
gonna drive us
terrible.
home.
I'm terrible at night driving.
You're an amazing driver. She's the best night driver
I
I've ever
was
seen.
the only person who probably got honked at a remote area of New York in 2021. Cause yeah, it's like when I drive towards a stoplight, I have this thing where it's like I see the glow around the stoplight is like freaking massive, and I feel like I'm driving near the sun. There's this thing where if you get LASIK, I forgot what it's called, but it makes the aura around the stoplights bigger, and for me it's like freaking gigantic. So I actually get scared of going near stoplights at night.
Sweet mercy.
You know what you gotta do? You gotta make that your donation thing when people donate.
That's
Sweet
actually a good
mercy.
idea.
Right.
I gotta find that.
Right.
Sweet.
Oh,
I'm gonna
man.
find that.
Oh man, Paul Daniels is gonna like take
Oh,
that
sweet
thing down.
mercy. I'm gonna get a copyright strike. All right, ready to go?
Yeah.
You have some some exercise to do. I got
Yeah,
some
it's like a
exercise to
halo.
do.
I think that's what you call it. Yeah. So after I got LASIK, they told me about it, and then but for me, it's like it's terrible for me. So that's why I don't feel comfortable driving at night for sure. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Ah. What? But yeah, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for watching me. I tried to do my best little suppression, and and yeah, I hope you learned something. What?
You're adorable.
What? That's how you do it. You know, you put your hands together and you're like, hey guys, how's it going? And you're like, you know, and as always, I hope you learned something. And then I'm not going to do your unclassy move where you do the double middle finger in the camera. I'm not going to do that. What? It has to be a classy stream. I have to end it on a classy note. But yeah. Okay, how do I end this thing? How do you normally sign off? I don't know how you normally sign off.
There's
You
buttons.
go like this or something like that.
Use the buttons.
Transition? I don't see it. Oh, I gotta stop recording.
And you also have to say the line.
Huh?
You
What?
didn't say the line.
I thought I did.
They're waiting for it.
As always, I hope you learned something. What? What's the line? What is it? I don't know, sweet mercy. I don't know. Jeez. Hold the cord. I gotta do that little foot pedal thing. How do I do it?
You have your buttons over here for your streaming and your recording. The upper left.
Okay.
The two upper left buttons stop the streaming and stop the recording.
Okay, but how about my color bar? How do I do the color bar?
To do that, you turn off. You hit the foot pedal under the desk.
Okay. I'm gonna stomp on you guys. And yeah, I know this hasn't been a smooth stream. But yeah, you guys have a good night and sleep early. Yeah, make sure you get your 8 hours of sleep. See ya.